Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You look at Atlanta. They hold a 1-game lead in the series, looking to take 2 straight before going on the road.
And you've heard the adage off series, they always take care of business on their home court. They did that in their last game. We'll see if that's the case again here tonight.
Yeah, and you talk about pressure. Winning this game would have them going on the road with very little pressure on them. Games 3 and 4 won't be nearly as nerve-wracking.
Tyreke Evans. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. Now here's Lee. Tipped away. Here's Snell. He's guarded by Chandler. Evans dishes to Davis. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Off target from 3-point range. The half played here in this one. The shot by Evans fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws here tonight. Good on the second free throw. Here's Lee. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Millsap a screen. It's stolen by Davis. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents us.
Following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Chalmers' shot is no good. Lee against Chalmers. Horford sets a screen for Lee to stop the run. And Horford with the lay-in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And Chalmers kicks to Howard. In the corner, Snell with it. Chalmers with it. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And so it's New Orleans with it. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
And nothing went well offensively on this night. Just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use.
Following the 3-pointer by Freak. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine a foul there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Andrew Nicholson is checked in for Horford. Aminu comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kent Bazemore.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Millsap kicks to Lee. Davis with the double team. Here's Millsap, and again it's Atlanta.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
New Orleans in the lead. Livingston passes to Davis. He feeds it to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Anderson. And he's good on the 3 balls.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Out to the right wing. And stolen by Gordon. And it goes as the official call. Substitutions. Here's Lee. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Kent Bazemore is out there with Freak, and it's Aminu in at the 3 spot. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He finished with 30 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Well, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Lee following the basket by Dwight Howard. Millsap in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Lee against Chalmers. Here's Snell. Back to Chalmers. He and for those, and the rebound goes to Howard. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Snell. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Horford. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And it's sent back by Howard. And Chalmers kicks to Davis. Good D by Lee.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lets the 3 fly. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And that one's good by Davis.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Now Lee, 9 points in the game so far. Millsap a screen. 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now Lee following Tyreke Evans' 3-point attempt. Lee against Evans. Lee outside. Millsap a screen on Davis. Again, the miss by Lee. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the 2nd quarter so far. Passes it to Davis. Here's Howard, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the 3 by Atlanta. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Gordon comes in for Mario Chalmers. The Pelicans. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how...
And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again.
Take a look at the performance in this one for Lee. 9 points and also a couple of rebounds.
And boy, he's doing it from long range. He's hitting inside the arc as well.
And that allows him to put real pressure on the defense by stretching it out to the 3-point line, but also forcing them to have to respect him inside the arc as well.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Davis. Chalmers is out there with Tyreke Evans. Then there's Howard. And it's Snell in at the small forward position. And he gets it to go.
That's a 3-point.
Evans has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lee outside. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Freak is second.
Well, he's almost unstoppable. He's got so many different ways he can hurt you and put the ball in the basket. And it seems as though he raises his level during the postseason.
Chalmers against Lee. Chalmers dishes to Evans. Outside, Davis. The open shot by Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Now here's Lee. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Lee passes to Horford, and he banks in the layup. Horford's got his second bucket.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
And Chalmers kicks to Howard. Evans outside. There's the dish to Davis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Davis has got 8.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Atlanta making a switch here. Amini's checked in. There's Lee with the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
The feed to Snell. Dishes to Davis. To the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Gordon in for Mario Chalmers. Gordon goes in. Here's Evans. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between other players.
Team's making some changes here. 9 seconds left in the third. Schroeder kicks to Nicholson. Pass to Lee. Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's nope. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. Lee in at point guard. Horford is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Snell kicks to Chalmers. Rebounded by the Hawks. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Lee. Picked by Horford. Howard against Lee. Shot clock at 5. From beyond the arc. And good on the basket. Book it. Lee's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Atlanta. And here is Chalmers. Takes the 3. That is good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that 3-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. And he's got more points from outside the arc get inside of it so far.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Atlanta making some changes. Millsap comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Dennis Schroeder. Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Picked by Horford. Lee with the ball. Evans picks him up. Chandler inside the line. And again, it's advantage. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Chalmers dishes to Howard. Davis sets a screen. And they double up Davis. Here's Evans. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Evans attacking. The 3 from Chalmers. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 5th assist in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Picked by Horford. Lee goes in. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Pelicans trail by 7.